Here you go. Look, worrying isn't going to do you any good, Mum.
What else can I do?
He'll look after her.
Ricky can hardly look after himself. Look at the holes in these socks.
All right, so we can't use a needle and cotton. What does that prove?
I've always tried to do my best. Maybe my best wasn't good enough.
You've got nothing to blame yourself for.
Janine wasn't much more than a baby when she came to us, you know. Tantrums she used to throw, but Frank had to have his little madam here at home with us.
He wouldn't have seen the old Pat Wicks for dust.
I keep telling you, I'm not the way I was. She ran away from home once before.
What kid doesn't?
Must have been about 4 or 5 years ago now. I followed her, got a twisted ankle from my pains. That was a turning point. I'm not saying we became friends, but it was like she called a truce. We've had our ups and downs since then. I love that kid like she was my own. If any harm should come to her...
Crying out loud, Mum, will you give it a rest? Wow, anyone would think the way you were going on, the kid was dead.
Quick, E, Lloyd, come on. It's not a lot to go on.
What did I tell you?
You mean you're not going to do anything?
All the girl says is she's gone to fetch her father. It's not very specific.
But I've told you they've gone to Essex. Frank was seen in that pub near Chelmsford 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
He could be anywhere by now.
I know that, but it's where they've gone, I'm sure of it.
Well, assuming you're right.
I am right.
Oh, this is a complete farce. I told her you wouldn't take it seriously.
Oh, we take it seriously, sir.
You will try and find her for me, won't you, please?
She's with her older brother, you say. Who's how old?
21.
Then I'm sure you're worrying about nothing.
That's what I keep telling her.
You can tell me that till I'm blue in the face, but I can't help thinking about what could happen. I read the papers like everybody else.
Would you say her brother is a responsible young man? Well?
He can be responsible when he wants to be.
Which isn't very often.
Are you telling me you're concerned about him in some way?
Do you mean would he harm her? No, he loves her. He's a big brother. He's always looked out for her.
Plus, he ain't got the imagination to harm a fly.
He's a good boy, is Ricky.
Personally, I feel sure she'll turn up of her own accord. But in the meantime, we'll circulate her description and hope that something turns up.
Would you like a picture of her?
Yes, please.
I've got one here somewhere. She had one taken a couple of weeks ago. You know, those ones they bring back from school. She wouldn't rest until I bought everyone on the sheet. I couldn't afford it, but she went on and on at me until I had to give her for the sake of peace. I can't find it. What have I done with it? I can't find it. I'm sorry.
Mrs. Butcher, the photo will turn up.
You will find her for me, won't you? Please, you will find her.
Hello? Hello? You all right?
Get up, Ricky. Get up.
Leave me alone.
You look as if you're about to throw up.
You nearly killed us, Janine.
Well, you didn't. We're all right.
I keep thinking what might have happened.
We've got to get back to London. Please, Ricky, stand up. That's better. You all right? Come on!
Like I said, we'll contact the Essex police so that they know about the situation. And we'll commit the descriptions of Janine and,
Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky, to the central computer. And the best thing you can do is to try not to worry.
Well, that's easier said than done.
I know. I've got kids myself.
What, daughters?
2 boys.
You don't worry so much with boys. Maybe you should. I never did.
Try to keep yourself busy. We'll be in touch if we hear anything.
Thank you.
You don't worry so much with boys. Too right. You never did. Me and Simon could have gone missing for weeks and you wouldn't have even noticed.
Not now, please, David.
Truth hurts, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, but right now I've got other things on my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 kids who aren't even yours.
You're jealous, aren't you?
Well, it's obvious you care more about them than you ever cared about us.
I bet this suits you down to the ground, with Frank out the way and now these 2 gone. You reckon you got a clear field here? Did you give them the idea of going off to find Frank?
Shut up,
I was happy here with Frank and the kids.
Happy? Mum, how could you be happy? You were skint all the time.
We had a few problems with money, but nothing we couldn't handle. But as soon as you showed your face round here, things have gone from bad to worse.
That's fantastic.
It was ever so easy.
Yeah, Vicky's going to love that.
Yeah, it was Nellie's idea.
But you did the work.
A joint effort. I'll take it round to Michelle's before Vicky's back from school.
Yeah.
Oh, before you go, Pauline, me bed and board.
Oh, no, now you take that back.
Hey, steady on, Pauline.
Look, she's lost her pension. How can we take her money?
It's all right, Pauline. I think I can manage. I've got a little bit put by.
No, go on. Now you take that back.
Oh, well, if you insist. You're a good girl, Pauline. You always were. You're a lucky man, Arthur Fowler.
Yeah. What are you going to do that for?
She is a pensioner without a pension.
But she can afford it. You heard her. She's got some put by.
Where's all your Christian charity?
It disappeared the day she came to live here.
Oh, hello, love.
Dad?
You still not made it up with your dad?
Listen, I've got to get myself back to the store.
Listen, Mark, I want to know what's going on between you and your dad.
Ask him.
Right, I will. Arthur!
Cheers.
Here, Grant.
Yeah?
You sure changed me, mate.
What?
Well, the beer was 140. You give me 360 change.
Yeah.
Well, I gave you a tenner, which means by my reckoning you owe me a fiver.
You sure you gave me a tenner?
Would I lie?
You tell me.
It's not worth me while, is it? We only talk about a fiver, mate.
What is it about that bloke that makes you want to put a fist through his face?
Can't.
Only joking. Just can't bear a smart ass trying to get one over on me, that's all. There you go.
What's all that?
Oh, there's no fibres in the till, would you believe it? No £1 coins either, mate.
I hope you don't mind me asking, David.
Ask away, beautiful.
Is there some news on Frank?
Pigs might fly.
Well, I heard you had the old bill around your place earlier.
It's not my place, is it? It's my mum's place.
Was everything all right?
Is anything ever all right over there?
But you can't be on the stall, not with your job.
I don't see why not. He managed both when I... Well, you know, when Mitt and you...
Yeah, well, Mark's a lot younger than you are.
I'm fit and healthy. I can manage one day a week.
Pauline,
Yes.
might you be popping over to the shop later on?
Yeah, quite probably.
Perhaps you could be kind enough to get me peppermint creams. I usually get £half to see me through the week, but I think perhaps today I better settle for a couple of ounces.
Oh, don't worry, Auntie Nellie. Put your purse away. It'll be my treat. £1/2, you said, yeah?
Oh, you are good to me.
Right.
Oh, I usually get a quarter of lemon sherbets as well. You know how Martin likes them.
Quarter of lemon sherbets.
She's taking you for a ride, you know that, didn't you?
Look, we're not talking about Nellie. We're talking about Mark.
I've said all I'm going to say on that.
Yes, well, I think you ought to go and apologise.
Me apologise? What for? I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, I think it's a very poor show if we can't all be friends.
Yeah, we've got to be friends, but you've got to have your pride as well, haven't you?
Pride? What's that worth when you're dead and gone? I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think an apology would be a quick way out, don't you?
Oh, I don't know,
Oh, I can't make you do anything. I think you're being very short-sighted about all this.
That's lovely. Thanks so much. Cheers, darling. Hello, Mum. All right.
I think you should go and apologise to your dad.
No, not that again.
You've been very thoughtless.
Yeah, but he's been stupid, hasn't he?
Look, he worships you, kids.
So what?
He was all for you having the money for this stall. In his book, nothing's too good for you. He always puts you first. All he asks in return is a little consideration.
Yeah.
Well, surely it's worth that much.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Well, go on then, he's at home now. I'll keep an eye on things here.
Okay, Mum.
Oh, Dad, I was just coming to...
Just, I want to say sorry, all right?
You're sorry. It's me who should apologise.
You ain't got anything to apologise for, Dad.
No, but you?
Anyway, I'm sorry, all right?
Yeah. So?
You fancy a drink later?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Great.
Cheers.
There you go.
Thank you.
I think Simon was mad to let you go. My kid brother never did know what he was well off.
It was a very long time ago.
He was mad.
take no notice.
Did I say anything?
Yes, Nellie.
I prefer to be called Mrs. Ellis, dear.
Sorry.
There's too much familiarity these days. I'll have a bottle of stout to take home, please.
Just the one.
That's all I can afford. I had a misfortune this morning.
Yeah, Alfred was in earlier. He said your pension was lost.
Lost or stolen.
Well, I hope it turns out.
No, I think you'll find that's correct.
You stop in for another?
Yeah, I might be persuaded. By a pretty face. Same again, Sharon, please.
Sure.
Oh, she'll love it, Mum. I'm sure she will.
Oh, you really think so?
Definitely.
8 years old tomorrow. Doesn't seem possible.
Tell me about it.
You all right, Shell?
Yeah, why?
Just thought you looked a bit peaky.
No, I'm just tired, that's all.
Oh, so am I. Hardly slept a wink last night. Kept thinking about Pete. Just couldn't believe that someone would hate my brother so much they'd want to kill him. Anyway, I'd best get on. Still want me to pick up Vicky from school?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem.
It'd be great, 'cause I've got so much work to do.
All right.
Hold on. Hello? No, I'm sorry, he's not in at the moment. Yeah, fine, okay, I'll tell him. All right, bye. There's someone from Mark wanted to go out for a drink with him.
Oh, and who did you expect it to be?
No one?
Oh, yeah?
Well, actually, I thought it might be that bloke that came round last night.
Oh, it went well, did it?
I thought so.
Oh. But it's gone lunchtime, you haven't heard from him, and you're getting the jitters about it.
Yeah, something like that.
Does my heart good to see you behaving like this.
Meaning?
Well, getting palpitations over some new fella. It's natural for a girl your age. Suits you much better than all them middle-aged worry lines.
What worry lines? Where?
24 going on 54, that's you.
I'm not.
Anyway, you go off and enjoy yourself. You deserve it. But take my advice. Nothing puts a bloke off more than thinking he's got you hanging around waiting for him.
Well, I'm not waiting for
Well,
him.
don't go and rush to the phone as soon as it rings. You should go out for a while. Make him wonder where you are.
Is that Constable Smith? It's Mrs. Butchery, love. You came round to my house earlier on about my daughter, Janine, my stepdaughter. I was wondering if you had any news of her. Oh, I see. I'm sorry to have bothered you. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. She'll be back by tea time.
I'm straight away.
What else?
We could go and have a look around Soho, seeing as we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Good book. You haven't read a word, have you? The studying getting you down?
No, it's not the studying. It's this new bloke. I've done something to upset him and I don't know what. I thought he'd have phoned by now.
Oh, he's special then?
I reckon he could be.
Good. So what's he like?
He's nice. But, Kath, you know you and Phil?
I thought he was talking about you and your new bloke.
You know, like, the difference in age between you two. Is it made a difference?
So he's a toy boy, is he?
Come tell me.
Come on, how old? 19? 18? Younger?
I want to know about you and Phil.
I want to talk about you and your new fella.
There are a few years between us. Yeah, so has it made a difference with you?
Oh, I don't know. He loves me, I love him, that's all that seems to matter. Although I will admit it does come a bit expensive on the poly fella. Huh? Well, you know, it's me cracks and wrinkles.
Shut up.
Actually, I'll tell you something that is hard.
What?
Music.
Eh?
Oh, it's like all the records that were important to me when I was a teenager, he's either never heard of them or he thinks they're out of the ark. And all the music that was important to him, well, it's completely passed me by. So, how old did you say he is, this new bloke of yours?
I didn't.
Look, Mum, I've I've been looking for somewhere else to live.
There's no need for that.
Well, you made it clear you don't want me here no more.
I was upset, David.
Is that an apology?
You take it how you like. Been down the pub, have you?
Well, you weren't the only one who was upset. What you making?
A stew. Seeing as everybody seems to think they'll be back by tea time. Might as well be something for them to eat. I don't know what Ricky's thinking of.
Thinking? I'm not sure he knows how to do that.
I don't ask much of him, but I do ask a bit of common sense. It's all right for him to go running off around the countryside on a wild goose chase, but to take a 10-year-old girl with him, that is irresponsible.
Well, like father, like son.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, Frank going off like that, and now Ricky going off...
Those weeks before he left, he didn't know what he was doing. You saw what he was like.
I saw what he wanted me to see, Mum.
You saying he was pretending all the time?
But he was a worried man, I know.
He was sick.
Maybe.
And he still is. Otherwise he'd be here, at home with us. He loves us. He's having some sort of breakdown. He wouldn't deliberately get us into this mess and then just walk out.
I'm sorry, Mum. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Oh, come on, don't cry.
I'm not crying. It's the onions. Sometimes I hate him. How could he do this to me?
Look, I'll tell you what. Nip upstairs, eh? Put a bit of snap on your face and I'll take you out for a bit. You could do again out of the house.
I used to be somebody round here, you know. Now look at me. And all because Frank didn't have the sense to see when he was well off. Speculate to accumulate, that's what he'd say. Now I've got nothing.
Well, you got the house.
Oh, yeah.
What's funny about that?
I'm killing myself to keep this leaking roof over our heads so that Frank's kids can have an home. Now they've done a runner. It's ought to stop me going down the building society, dumping the keys on the desk and walking off into the blue yonder like everybody else.
What's his name?
Hello. That's you.
Janine!
Hello, Michelle.
So where have you been all day?
Well, I've been here.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
I've been trying to call you.
Well, I've just put me nipped out. I went to get a cup of coffee, did a bit of
Never mind,
shopping.
never mind. You're here now, eh? You know what I fancy?
What?
I could murder a cup of tea.
Come on. I thought you were avoiding me.
What?
Well, I kept leaving all these messages and you weren't calling back.
Well, I kept calling you. Just as well I came round.
Why did you come round?
Because I can't keep away, can I?
You told me you had a seminar.
Did I?
That's why you had to rush away so quickly.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
But when I called college, they said that you weren't expected in all day.
Yeah, it was cancelled because of the exams. I remember it in the car. Did you think I'd lied to you? Oh,
Well, I
Michelle.
don't know what to think. I mean, you rushed away so quickly, it's like you couldn't get out the door fast enough.
You idiot. Come here. There is one thing, though.
What?
Well, I was doing a bit of casual eavesdropping.
As you do.
Yeah, as you do. And I overheard you asking your brother to keep you and me secret. Why?
Just for a while.
Why?
You don't know what it's like round here.
I'm not interested. I want to meet all your family, especially your mum.
Is there some news on Frank?
Frank?
Well, I heard you had the police round.
Oh, I suppose it's all around Albert Square, is it? Bushes have had the old Bill knocking on the door again.
I don't think so, Pat, no.
No, it wasn't about Frank. About Ricky and Janine. They've legged it and all.
What?
They've gone to find Frank. What is it about me, Sharon, that makes everybody want to get as far away as possible?
You know that's not true.
What, with my track record? Am I such a terrible woman? Am I?
You sit down, Pat. I'll put the kettle on.
I don't want another cup of tea. I've got all this to
Come
do.
on, sit down. Come on. Here you go. Here you go.
Frank was the first boy I ever really loved. Did you know that? When we got together again, it was like a dream coming true. Now it's like a nightmare.
You've had it rough lately.
Just when I thought it was as rough as it could get, those two run away.
They'll be back.
I'm not sure I want them back. Everybody who comes near me, one way or another, gets their lives messed up. I think they should stay away.
They need you, Janine especially.
She doesn't seem to think so.
Well, she might not show it, Pat, but she knows it. That poor kid's been shunted around since the day she was born. You're the only stability she's ever known. You're her mum.
Yes, I suppose so.
You've got to pull yourself together, Pat, for her sake. When she walks through that door, you've got to open your arms and hug her.
Oh, I feel more like belting her.
But you won't, because what that kid really needs is love.
I could do with a bit of that myself.
I know.
Sometimes, Sharon, I feel so lonely. Thanks for coming to see me, love.
Oh, you've been good to me in your time, Pat. And you're good to me, Mum, when she needed a mate. What goes round comes round, eh?
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm afraid of.
How do you mean?
All those years ago, I was such a bad mother to my boys. I can't help thinking that what I'm getting now is my just desserts.
Never mind me, where have you been?
I just bought a cake, that's all.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just about to get the bus home. Are you coming?
Come on. You sure you're all right, yeah?
What, you want me to come round to your house for tea?
Yes.
This afternoon?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I thought it'd be nice. You know, Martin and Vicky could play upstairs and I'll get some buns in or something.
You've never asked me round your house for tea and buns before. Why now?
Oh, no reason. Jeff will be there.
Oh, your new fella.
And I'd quite like you to meet him.
Yeah, well, I'd like to meet him too, but some other time, eh?
Oh, I thought you'd be pleased.
I am, but right now I've got Martin and Vicky tearing the house apart. I've got Auntie Nellie sat in the corner looking like the ghost of Christmas never to come. Your dad sat there worrying in case he doesn't come up on the pools this week, he won't be able to pay for that car. Some other time, eh?
Oh, all right.
Hello, Mrs. Fowler.
Hello. Hi. Anyway, you do want me elbowing in on your fun with this new boy?
Well, he's not exactly a boy, Mum.
Oh.
Excuse me. How's your auntie?
Nellie?
I bet she's feeling a lot happier now she's got her money back.
What do you know about her money?
Alan said he's given it back.
Stealing a car, he wants his head examined.
It was virtually a write-off. From what I can tell, they were lucky to get out.
But they are all right, though.
The car was empty. And earlier this afternoon, 2 young people answering their description were reported hitching a ride back to London.
That's a relief. Hang on, how do you know this car's got anything to do with them?
We found a video membership card on the driver's seat.
With Ricky's name on it?
We think it must have fallen out of his pocket.
I don't know how you can live with yourself.
I haven't done anything.
You've stolen an old lady's pension.
I haven't.
All right, then, that so-called husband of yours, then.
We found some cash on the ground.
Yes, and it belonged to my Auntie Nellie.
And it didn't have a name on it.
Look, leave that, will you? And look at me when I'm talking to you.
I've got a job to do.
Look, I said look at me when I'm talking to you. You should never have kept that money.
Oh, yeah? What should we have done, then?
Well, banded it in.
Oh, that's what you'd have done, is it?
Yeah.
What, taken it down the cop shop and handed it over?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England.
All right, maybe I might have been tempted, but if I'd known whose it was, I'd have given it back.
Would you really?
Yes, because round here we have standards, but you wouldn't know about that. I tell you, it was a bad day for the square when you and your lot moved in.
Service wash, love. Right, be ready in the morning. Right, thanks. Cheers.
Just give my auntie back her money.
You know what? You ain't one said please. I got something you want. But instead of coming in here and asking me nicely, you come in shouting and calling the odds and slagging me off. Because that's the way people deal with me and my family. We're not quite as human as the rest of you. So when you're dealing with us, you don't need to remember your manners.
Please, Carol. Please give my auntie back her money.
I don't know what money you're talking about.
Right, Janine, listen, right? If Pat asks, you just bunked off school for today and we went to see a film, all right?
All right. What film?
I don't know, any film. All right, I'm going upstairs for a sleep.
Pat.
Come here, love.
Mr. Butcher. Mr. Richard Butcher.
Yeah.
Richard Butcher. I'm arresting you on suspicion of the theft of a car. You don't have to say anything, but anything you do say may be written down and used in evidence.
A rare glimpse of one of Africa's most elusive animals next on BBC One, the strand wolf.